Hey gang, what's happening this evening? Start off, I found these pieces just the other day, and this deal right here too. Anyway, you can see I've got a bunch of those sandstone type pieces. I'm not all the way sold on artifact value, but I do know what they are. Now I'll tell you what they are. That's what you get your red ochre out of, or yellow pigments too. It'll be either yellow or red that's inside the cavity in these rocks. There'll be pigment in them, and that's what they used to use for face paint. But then what they did after the fact they got that out of there, is kind of controversial. And yeah, but like I said, I always keep that in mind, that that's what they actually were. I know what they actually were. They're like a geode, only on the inside of them you have pigment, and it's not in every single one of them. That's why you see a whole bunch of them cracked up, because I couldn't find it all the time. You had to go through them just like these geodes here. You don't always get them like this. Some of them are solid on the inside. When you bust them open, it's just solid crystal. There's no crystals in them. You know what I'm saying? Which reminds me, I popped that dude open yesterday. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty badass there. And the rest of them's right there. There's that piece, and then there's a little piece right there. But anyway, back to where we was at. I haven't posted this video yet on this point, because after I shot the video, I seen this fracture right here, and I got to looking at it, and I thought, well, that almost looks like the point's actually down here the way it's napped. Maybe it's broken half, because it has, out in the daylight and stuff, and being wet and everything, I made fool. But then I got to looking at it. If the camera will focus in on that instead of the background. You can see it's microflake there along that edge, except for right there, which they didn't need no microflaking, and it also is up there along the point. So what I don't know if it's taken a broadside hit from something on that side and just knocked that flake out of there, because see, even it's the contour of it, see how it's made, it's yeah, it's a point. So I'm just wondering if they either hit and busted that off there, but then again, you can see they worked it over the top of that fracture. Or was this a point, and did they make it back into a triangle? Because the last usage is a triangle. See that flute? There's even a flute going up the back, up the side, up the middle of it right there. But anyway, there's that one there. And then I found these little jewels here. I don't know if you guys have been finding these or not, but every site that I'm at, I find these little, nice little pointy babies like that. And like this. And they got abrupt sides on them, which is kind of curious to me. Each one of those edges are a cutting edge. And like this little deal here is a kind of cute little booger too, because it's got a kind of a few working ends on it. Like the ends, they could have used it as a awl, to get in there like that. Because, yeah, that's what it looks like to me it was used for. And I also, this is one I don't have video of, but that's a triangle. It's got a broken tip off of it. I don't usually film my brokes, man, because, and here's another triangle that, well, this might not be a triangle, but it's a snap base that I found. But anyway, back to these here now, since we went through that. This dude I found also the other day, and I don't have a video of it because like I say, I don't video everything I find. Okay, now you can clearly see that that's a hell of a round hole, and look at that. There's another round hole on the other side. How about that, guys? And look how that thing is shaped. Ain't that cute? Now then, I got to thinking about this, because just like I said, my logic is that all these are geodes that they've got their pigment from. You know what I mean? Like, see, here's a real red one there. And they're not smooth inside. See, here's another thing, too. Like this one here, that didn't work yet. See, it's not smooth inside. All right? You find these. Of course, water, here's the argument here. Water can do that, too. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to stop there. But this dude here, I'm going to tell you something. This is a pretty cool little find. All right? Now, you see that where it's got that little flat spot right there? Now, you can sit here and blow on this thing because it's a whistle. You can blow on this thing and blow on this thing. But if you don't blow on the right part of it, it won't do shit. Okay? That's the honest to God's truth. And here, I got to even switch hands with the camera. You got to hold it in your hand just like this. And see this little corner right there? You got to blow right down in that corner right there. Still ain't got it yet. Man, it's hard to do. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. Now you see what the real problem is? I didn't have the bottom hole covered. So you gotta put it in your thumb like this and finger like that on it. Just like that. Okay? Hear the sound that little dude gets? Oh man, that's funny, ain't it? I wish I could turn this camera around. I wish I had somebody here that could film this so I could show you this deal, but I don't know if you can see me here now. Well, heck, what's going on? I'm a nut, ain't it? Z's a nut. Here's another little deal. Look at this dude. That's kind of cool, ain't it? Notice it's got that little ring all the way around that. Yeah, see what I mean? they had that red ochre in there, and that's what they used to paint their face with and stuff like that. They bust the rock open, they sit there and rake it on the ground. But then you look at it, well, look how nice and symmetrical that is. You know? And they made this in there. You know, they could put stuff in there like animal fat, use it for a bowl to eat their Wheaties out of in the morning and Cheerios and stuff, you know. But anyway, that's all I had to show you. I'm going to re-download this video because that was a usable point like that. It could have been two different ones, you know, you never know. I think that actually it was shot and it took that one side out of it. But you can see, well, heck, you can see it good there now. You can see it's worked all the way down that side there where it was fractured. So, you know, just the stuff you find is crazy sometimes. Hey, we'll talk to you guys later. And I think I got me a pretty cool little whistle here. Once you figure it out, it works every time. So that might be one of those Aztec death whistles or something, and the Inca death whistles. I've been seeing those, but no, that's the real deal there, guys. That's no fake deal. That's a real whistle there. Anyway, hey, we're off here. We'll talk to you later. Bye.